life goes quiet, it doesn't mean your life is over. It doesn't mean it's come to an end. It means there's great opportunity. Welcome to Layers of Living Water as I share with you this week a story of Maya, whose life thought she had come to an end. She thought everything had stopped, but yet it was a time of preparation. Maya had worked for a long time. She worked for a large company, and in that company she was doing all she could to climb the corporate ladder. She had made it into a position of management. She was working long, hard hours. She was giving her life. Things were hectic. She basically was living at work to accomplish what she thought her goals were. But then all of a sudden, one day, Maya's life went quiet. The company had a layoff, and she had been laid off. She couldn't understand why. She had been working so hard. She had been giving her all to the company, but yet she was part of the layoff. She got frustrated. She got angry. She got upset. Then she paused for a moment and she said, well, surely somebody else will hire me. Surely somebody else will see how good I've been doing and all that I have been doing. But yet, days turned into weeks. Nothing was happening. Every door she knocked on seemed to remain closed. She got to the point she was praying and asking Abba, her father, to help her. She said, God, have you forgotten me? Do you even know I'm here? I just don't understand what's going on. It seemed like my life has come to an end. But yet she said, I will not give up. I will keep on trying. So she began to look at her life to see what she could change. One morning she was sitting out. It was early before morning, and in the early morning time, there's that moment of quietness and stillness when nothing's moving. The birds aren't singing. The wind's not blowing. The trees aren't moving. It's just pure calm. It's pure quiet. She sat and she began to look around, and she began to realize how chaotic her life had been. How her life was filled with stress and hustle and bustle and no time for anything but work. She sat there that morning, and all of a sudden, as the sun began to come up over the horizon, it came through the window and it made a beautiful pattern on the inside of her room. Something she had never seen before. And it gave her happiness in her heart because that moment of quietness had touched her. For you see, my friend, it's in those moments of quietness. It's in those moments of quiet time when you can look and see around you. You can begin to notice things that you haven't seen. Because maybe you've been running around crazy trying to accomplish more than you should. Giving of yourself. Just pushing and pushing and pushing. And really not being appreciated. This morning, Maya was seeing that. She sat, she picked up a book. She began to read, and her whole body and being became calm. It was that moment of stillness and quietness. She got out her Bible and she turned to Psalms, and even more peace began to come over her. She sat on the back porch and she looked at the water as she slowly took in breaths. Her heart slowed down, her breathing slowed. She was just enjoying the quietness. And it was at that moment, all of a sudden, she realized, this is not the end. This is just a moment of preparation for the next level. For you see, it's kind of like a tree. When it's very small and growing on the surface, you don't see hardly anything happening. But yet the roots can't grow in chaos. They grow in darkness and in quiet. They are spreading out and building a great foundation for the tree to be able to grow. You might be there today. You may be feeling like every door has closed in your life. You may be feeling like nobody cares about you or nobody knows what's going on. But stop for a moment, my friend. Stop and notice that what is around you, and understand that this time is not the end, but this is a time of preparation. For you see, if you will be quiet and listen, you may hear the whisper of a significant change in your life that will take you somewhere you had not thought before, that will take you to a greater level, a greater amount of joy in your life. Just as it had for Maya once she slowed down and stopped and began to realize it was a time of preparation. It was a time of getting prepared. And once she got there, before she knew it, a totally different opportunity came along. One she had not even thought about. But it was one that once she stepped into it, her heart and life were filled with so much joy, so much happiness. And she would not have found it had she not taken that moment of quietness and preparation to build her base, to build her foundation, to be ready. So my friend, today, if you're in that position, if you're feeling like nobody cares about me, every door has slammed shut in my face, stop for a moment. Look around you. Take a moment to build your foundation. Let Abba, your Father, help you. He's not forgotten you. He knows exactly where you are, and He knows exactly what's going on in your life. Take this time and be prepared and ready. For when the opportunity comes, you will step forward and you will step into it, and you will experience great joy and growth that you would have never found had you not taken the moment of quietness and preparation to prepare yourself for what was coming. Thank you for listening to Layers of Living Water, my friend. Share this with your friends. Share this with somebody that needs hope. Share this with somebody that thinks that everything is going wrong. It will be a major help to them, and make sure you come back each and every week as once again we look at another life lesson, how we can do better and get joy and happiness in our life.